record. Welcome everybody to our Diesel Nation team call of July 11th, 2016. It's been an awesome month so far. I just wanted to say, I have a quick announcement that in 2 days is Becky's 6-year anniversary as a Beachbody coach. So in 2 days, it'll be the start of what this team, has become. Like 6 years ago, like how crazy is that from that day that she made the decision to now, our team is like 15,000 coaches. We have so many amazing accomplishments under our belt, and it's so inspiring to me what's to come, because so many of you are really taking the bull by the horns with this opportunity and making stuff happen. I'm just looking at some of the faces on this call and I'm like, oh my God, like future elite coach or future 2-star, future 5-star, future 10-star, and living the life that you want to live and growing an income that you want to grow, doing it on your terms, of course. This business, that's what's so beautiful about this business, that you get to do it on your own terms. But that if you want it, you can freaking have it. It's all about going for it, staying completely consistent and persistent, and just doing it. So today I just have 2 announcements or 2 topics, I guess, that I want to cover before we head into our special guest speaker, which is Arlyn Pino. And thanks to her, because I was not prepared for this call. I just got off another team call and I totally forgot. I'm like, oh my God, we have a Diesel Nation call. And I asked her, I'm like, can you come on and share your story? And she's like, absolutely, yes. So thank her for coming on and sharing, because she saved my butt today. But anyway, let's talk about 2 things. The first one is the Team Cup. All right. Some of you, this might be your first Team Cup. So if you've been in a Team Cup, bear with me 1 second. I want to cover this for the new coaches on the team. And when we talk about the Team Cup, clearly we don't have our whole team on this call. It is our obligation as those that are here and present to pass on this information to our teams, right? Because the Team Cup is very important. So what is the Team Cup? 2 times a year, there are 2 months that are selected that are the Team Cup months. It is a competition. It is a competition where a team of 5 coaches gets together and just tries to accumulate as many Success Club points as possible as a team. And you can qualify for team prizes, and you could also qualify for individual prizes based on the amount of Success Club points that your team and that you achieve in that particular month. Okay. The only caveat to putting a team together is that there can only be 1 diamond per team. So if you are a diamond coach, every coach on your team either has to be an emerald or a coach level coach. Okay. You cannot have more than 2 lifetime diamond. You cannot have more than 1 lifetime diamond per team. So even if you dropped rank as a diamond, you cannot be on a team with another diamond. Does that make sense? Yes. So it's 5 coaches. Registration for the Team Cup starts July 18th. So what happens is you'll get your team together. You'll pick a team captain. It doesn't matter who it is. And that team captain will register your team on the website. It's very simple. You just need your name, your email address, and you have to pick a team name as well as the coach ID for every member on the team. And you register the team. And on August 1st, you hit the ground running. So our teams have done very well in the Team Cup, and it really isn't about winning, right? Yeah, you can try to win and be the top team, but the point is it's all about business growth. So we sometimes have coaches that say, I don't want to participate in that because I'm going to fail and I'm going to let my team down. That's not the point. The point is to do your best to meet other coaches on your team, to strategize and learn from other coaches on your team, and to perhaps get your business started. There's so many awesome stories that come from these Team Cup months where a coach says, oh my God, I'm on a team, I better hustle. And they go out there and they hit Success Club for the first time, or even surprise themselves and hit Success Club 10 for the first time their first month. So take this as an opportunity to grow your business, not something that you're going to fail at, because no one is a failure that participates in the Team Cup. So I want 100% commitment from everybody on this call to not only participate in the Team Cup, but to also rally your teams, even if it's just one person or two people on your team, rally them to participate in the Cup. Now, coaches contending for elite, this is also an opportunity to rally those coaches, those newer coaches in your organizations to hit Success Club. So think strategy in terms of the teams that you are going to comprise for premier and elite purposes, okay? Now, number 2 is our pre-summit strategy. Summit is now 2 weeks and a few days away. Mind-blowing that it is right there. A lot of times coaches will wait until Summit to start pumping the well to gain momentum. I am begging you, whether you are going to Summit or not, even if you're not going, you are still going to feel the momentum of what's going on in Nashville. You're still going to be seeing the announcements. You're still going to be seeing the recognition. You're still going to be seeing the pictures of the speakers and the product announcements. Believe me, I'm sitting there going, new product, the whole time. You guys know that have been behind when I've been at Summit, how I share constantly what's going on, right? You will feel that momentum. So I beg of you to strategize before Summit on what is your plan of action during and after. Right now, it is your job to start those or continue and start those conversations to hit Success Club even before you get to Summit. Okay, why? If you are going to Summit, it's a very hectic time. You're not going to be able to sit at your computer and do invites and follow-ups during the time you are in Nashville. Trust me, it is too chaotic to be able to do that. So make sure that you're starting a challenge group for July 18th is a great start date for a challenge group. Start announcing that. In fact, announce that tonight. Start pumping your well for a clean eating group or for whatever, because guess what's releasing at Summit? Country Heat. So in addition to hitting Success Club before you get to Summit, we should all be starting to talk or continue to talk about Country Heat. So generally what I would do is I'll start posting about this new program. Obviously, we had Katie Green, who got amazing results in the test group, and we have her results. But there are also a bunch of coaches that were in the coach test group that got really great results with Country Heat. Autumn keeps posting them. Carl is posting them as well. You're also seeing them on the Country Heat fan page on Facebook. Start talking about this program by sharing those transformations and start building your list. Right? You can either do one of two things. You can just do a list where you keep names and emails of those interested in Country Heat for the release, or you can create an event page. And this is just a tip, an event page for the Country Heat release. So everybody that's interested in Country Heat, you add them to this event page, and that's where you're pumping them up with excitement for the release of the program, where you're sharing transformations, where you're sharing, all the information that's coming. When Autumn comes on stage, in her cowboy boots, you're like posting pictures and getting them pumped up. The program will release while we are at Summit, it makes it an opportunity for you to grow your business while you're even there. You want to make sure all those customers are ready to go. So that all you have to do is, all right, we're live. You post your link in that event page, and boom, 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 orders start going through. Does that make sense? Now, August 1st obviously starts the Team Cup. So you might have customers that are going to buy Country Heat Challenge Packs. You may want to tell them to wait, if you've already hit Success Club, to wait until August 1st to buy their Country Heat Challenge Pack so that you start accumulating Success Club points for the Team Cup. All right, so those are the two things I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight to get you pumped up for what's to come. Is number one, hold on. my computer, there it is. Sorry, my Facebook's going ding, ding, and it's driving me crazy. Number one is participate in the Team Cup. Let's get fired up. Let's have record-breaking numbers of teams participating in the Team Cup. Nobody's a loser. Everybody wins when they participate. Trust me, even if you walk away and not having hit Success Club, I promise you, you will have learned something in the month of August. So set the bar high for yourself and participate. And then number two is start implementing your pre-summit strategy. Hit Success Club in the month of July and start planning for the release of Country Heat, which means we got to start talking about it. And there's different ways. If you have a team, you should also be considering a Country Heat coach group so that your team is using the program and learning the program. Okay? All right. So now I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to stop yapping. I've been talking for the last hour and a half. I'm going to turn it over to Arlyn Pino, who is one of my PS coaches, emerging leaders. She's been a coach for 2 years, and she is a 2-star diamond. She attended the New Leader Conference, which I hope she talks about today, because we are in good position to start planning pushes for the New Leader Conference for a lot of you that are on this call. She has a big announcement that she'll share. I won't share it for her, but just know that this is a coach that has come on, and I call her the hustler because she just gets the job done. When I tell you that she hits Success of 10 every month, it's without fail. She brings on 3 to 5 new coaches, if not more, a month. She gets it. She's a great leader. She's a great teacher. It's someone that all new coaches should aspire to act like in terms of their business. Not be like, because I'm not sure anybody can sparkle as bright as Arlyn Pino with her pink lipstick. But she's a great role model for young coaches or younger coaches in terms of length in the business to learn what it takes to make stuff happen. So without further ado, I'm going to give it up to Arlyn Pino.
Hi, and thank you for that welcome. I feel like sparkly, like you said. So I think the announcement you're telling me to share is like the announcement, right? Okay. So like Christina said, I've been a coach for the past 2 years. I am one of her coaches, and I did start Beachbody 2 years ago, but really I started really working the business maybe a year and a half ago. And never in a million years did I think Beachbody would give me the, hold on, because I can't talk without looking at myself, and I keep on seeing Christina. I'm sorry. I know that's weird. Okay. Okay, sorry. Like I said, I started working the business a year and a half ago, and it took a while for me to start because of all the negative things that were eating up my brain. When I first signed up, I was pregnant, and I told myself, I am not going to tell anyone I'm a coach. I'm only going to focus on myself and in the discount. People are going to make fun of me. This is something that I don't want anyone to know. I started losing weight. I would share here and there, but I was super hesitant to share. And I think back and I regret it, and I kick myself in the butt every day for not starting sooner. But we learn in everything we do in this business. Fast forward to, I believe it was October, I went back to work from my maternity leave. I had 2 babies under 2 at home, and I quickly realized that being a wife, a mom of 2 under 2, a teacher, and trying to figure out life was very challenging. And I saw that Beachbody could give me the opportunity to be a present mom and a more productive wife. So I came to Christina one day, sat on her counter, well, she sat on the counter, I'm sorry, and I just started crying to her. And I just told her, I want to be a present mom. We started strategizing, and the number one thing she told me was just follow the vital behaviors. That's it. As long as you follow the vital behaviors, really work the business and put yourself out there, there's no limit to this. I took her advice, started posting, put myself out there, and I went from not putting anything on social media to putting, even when I have a blister on my lip, on social media. It's about being real. It's about building relationships, connecting with people. And that's where I think the difference is don't post on social media, buy this is on sale, I work out 24/7. Be real. If you don't want to work out, share it and tell people to keep you accountable about it. And when you start being real with people, that's when they get attracted to you and they start gravitating to what you're doing. I was still working the business. I would post daily, but now Facebook has that amazing feature of your share the memories, and it shows you what you posted a year ago, 2 years ago. And I was just telling my husband the other day, like, my business really didn't start taking off till I was really consistent with social media. As long as you're posting and you're in people's faces at all times, it will happen for you. You just have to be consistent. She said I was going to talk about New Leaders Conference, and I have amazing notes on why everyone here should go to New Leaders Conference. And I'm going to share with you how it impacted me as a coach, as a leader, and as a person. So the business side of it, you need to treat New Leaders Conference like something that's non-negotiable. I don't know about you, but when I set a goal, I pretend that if I don't hit that goal, my business is going to fall apart. Carl's going to call me. He's going to tell me, sorry, canceling your business. So if you set on goals that way, you'll make it happen. You have to make it non-negotiable. Be relentless about it. So right now, when we get off this call, I want each and every one of you to get a postcard and write, I am attending New Leaders Conference, January 2017. Just write it down, put it on in your car, your refrigerator, your desk at work. I was psycho. I had it everywhere. Even on my mirror while I was working out, I would work out, like, I'm a New Leaders Conference. I'm a New Leaders Conference. Make it a point to believe that you're already there, okay? You make it non-negotiable for yourself. It's going to help your business grow. It's going to help your team grow. It's going to help you be unstuck. For a long time, I always doubted myself as a coach, as a leader, as a person, as everything in life. And I feel that the moment that I went to New Leaders Conference, it was like, that's what I needed. And I was doing good as a coach, but I didn't know what to do as a leader. I mean, I have an amazing leader, Christina, and I would try to do everything that she did, but there was always a missing link. There was always something that made me doubt myself. And the moment that I went to New Leaders Conference, it was like the gates opened and it was like, I made it. You guys need to get to New Leaders Conference, and I promise you it'll happen to you. It's going to move your business forward. Like she said, I'm a 2-star diamond coach. And the moment that I came back from New Leaders Conference, I just hit the floor running. Right away, I created a call with my team, even my discount coaches. I told them, you have to be on this call. I made it non-negotiable for them to be on this call. Did all of them run with it? No. Was it kind of challenging at first? Yes, because I was ready to take the ground running. And I don't even know if I said that phrase right. And some of my team was still new. So there were some challenges there, but I didn't let that be an obstacle. I didn't make that an excuse. I kept on hustling. This is not only for yourself. And as Beachbody coaches, you have to realize that this business is not just about you. It's about your team and what you can bring to the table as your team. When you sign on to be a coach, you're taking the responsibility to not only help people get healthy, but to help your team move forward. And you have to be that leader for them because they signed up with you for a reason. You don't want to let your team down. How does your team benefit from this? You're going to come back from California with pages and pages and pages of notes that you're going to learn from top coaches, from people from corporate, and from other coaches that you never imagined meeting from all over the United States, Puerto Rico, and Canada. It's incredible the amount of knowledge that you're going to come back with. It's going to give you confidence to lead. I feel like a lot of times it takes us a while to figure out Success Club. It takes us a while to figure out challenge groups. And the moment that we figure out that part of coaching, we're like, okay, now what? Oh yeah, I have to be a leader. And when it's time to be a leader, we freak out. It doesn't matter how much PD we do. There's always something that's missing. And I promise you that at New Leaders Conference, you're going to find the missing link for that. Your social media is going to see that you're a serious coach. Yes, they see you going to Super Saturday. Yes, they see you hanging out with coaches at the local Starbucks. But when they see that you got on an airplane to go across the country to mingle with the CEO of the company at the happy hours, when they see you working out live with the celebrity trainers, when they see that you are in Beachbody world for a whole weekend, they're going to be like, wow, you know what? When I pick a coach that I want to work with, that's the coach I'm going to pick because that's the coach that's taking her business serious. She's not just doing this as a hobby. She's taking it serious. So it's going to blow up your social media in a great way, and it's going to add to your network. You're going to get tips from top coaches, like I said, and you're going to see that they're real people. A lot of us, when we see Melanie Mitchell Bonnie Angle, even Christina Delgado, if you don't know her in person, like a lot of times people are like, oh my God, they must be doing something that I'm not. They must have this secret that I don't know. They're just different from me. And I'm here to break it to you that at New Leaders Conference, and whoever's on the call that was there can share with you that they have the same tools as us. They have the same Shakeology, the same challenge packs, the same social media. So when you're here, you're going to hear from them how they use these tools in a way to run their business effectively and for you to grow it the same way that they did. Okay, so how are you going to get there? You have to be relentless. And I know that's Mindy Hort's word. You have to be relentless. Like, there's no way around it. You're not going to wake up one day in California and be like, oh, I was so lucky I just got here. No, you have to work for it. You have to push for it. You need to give up sleep. Like, if you're posting that you're going to sleep at 9 o'clock at night, you don't want this. You know when you're going to sleep, when you get to that comfy hotel and you have that queen size bed for yourself. And even then, you're probably not going to sleep because either A, you're scared like me that someone's going to come into your room, or B, you're going to be so excited that you're going to be on your computer working while you're there. So save sleep for later on in your life. If this is something you want, sacrifice sleep, drink coffee. My mug is back there. As you can tell, I'm wired. If it's wine that gets you in the mood, whatever it is to get you through this, do it. Give up social events. I've had events that I have to skip on so that I can stay home working my business because I was a full-time teacher. And did I make the announcement? I didn't. Oh, we'll get there. Okay. I have it in order in my notes, Chris. Okay, so yes, give up sleep, give up social events, just make it happen. Share with your team how this is going to benefit them. Share with them that when you go to this training, you're going to be able to come back with a bookload of knowledge for them, and that this is going to make a huge difference as a whole to grow as a team. And when your team grows, it's only going to benefit all of you. I just had a call with my team last week, and I explained to them how when our team goes elite, like, there's so many perks that it's not just for me, it's for our whole team. So you need to make this goal not about yourself, but about your team. The other way to get there is learn elite. Those elite reports that we get at the beginning of the month, I know that it looks Chinese to some of us. Figure it out. You don't have an upline coach, it doesn't matter. Get on YouTube, look it up, Google, ask other coaches in the network. You have to figure out that elite report inside and out so that you can see what you need to get there. Okay, now the perks of New Leaders Conference. This is like the fun side of it. You get to tour corporate. It was so amazing to get a tour of corporate. When you get there, you're going to see that everyone is real. Like, the people you talk to on the phone, like, they're actually there. And you get to see how Carl has created this company to be so relentless, yet so relaxed. Everyone goes dressed comfortable. They could stand up from their cubicle and go work out whenever they want. They have Shakeology bars all over corporate. You get to see where they edit the videos for the before and afters that come out in the infomercials. You get to see everything. And it gives you more of a connection with Beachbody because you get to see that the building is really there. The people are really there. You get to see the elite wall. And that Shakeology wall, you're going to take so many pictures on that wall that you're going to be able to use that on your social media to promote Shakeology to people and the importance of Shakeology to their lives. And you could even wear the box. I have a picture of me wearing the Shakeology box. Super corny, but amazing. Okay. You get to play tourist in LA. There were trainings throughout the days and workouts, but there were different schedules throughout our time there. So for a good chunk of the time there, we were able to play tourist and just get to know LA and get in Uber rides and just have fun. Right, Paulina? We get complimentary meals. And I'm talking about, it's not just like regular buffet food. Like, it's like amazing, delicious food, complimentary Shakeology, live workouts. We had Tony Horton, which was amazing. We got to try out 22 Hardcore. If you qualify, which I suggest you do, it just gives you more of the good feeling of it. You get to stay in the hotel for free. You get to mingle with the celebrity trainers. Like, we were literally at a cocktail party, just hanging out, taking selfies with Tony and Autumn and Carl, and just hanging out with them. Like, it was just another day in the office and the fabulous life of a Beachbody coach, you know? You get to bond with new friends. For example, Lily Rubio, I always knew about her, and I just knew her through social media. We had mutual friends, and we got to connect in ways that it was just, we got to know each other. We got to learn from each other. Paulina, the same. Like, And it's the three of us. It's, look, I get chills. I'm not even kidding. We are so different in all the aspects we are in life, yet we are so alike when it comes to the business, and we've become success partners. And now it's like Paulina said, say on the call that we're ride or die beeps. And we are like, we just go to each other now. And I feel like if it wouldn't have been for New Leaders Conference, I wouldn't have gotten these friendships out of them. Yes, we would still chat online and stuff, but it just made our bond even deeper. I got to meet coaches from New Jersey, from Texas, from everywhere in the United States that were part of Diesel Nation, and coaches that had no idea what Diesel Nation was. So it was amazing to learn from them. I'm a social butterfly. I talk to everyone. So if you are not a social butterfly, do what you got to do to get social. But when you get there, talk to people, ask questions, share ideas, and you're just going to build relationships with different coaches all around the network. We had team building activities, which was amazing. We got competitive with it, but it was fun. We also got to learn more about each other, and we were placed with different coaches from the network. We had constant opportunity to learn from each other. We got goodies, and we got to our hotel room. I remember when they went to the leadership, the elite, the leadership place that you guys go to in October, that you guys get like all these goodies in your hotel room. I was always like, oh my God, they're so lucky. That's like for the big top coaches. Guess what? When you get there, they spoil you. I remember we got there and it was a backpack, Scully, scarves, blanket, so, Beachbody supplements, notebooks, pens, water bottles. Like, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you get to your room and you see that you're getting spoiled, it makes you appreciate Beachbody even more, and it makes you have that connection with Beachbody deeper. Okay, so the outcome. What was the outcome of me going to New Leaders Conference? I grew as a person. I became a confident leader, resulting in my team becoming confident as leaders and coaches. And I was able to start growing a team that together we put hustle, passion, and heart into everything that we do. And we're unstoppable. Our goal is to be elite by the end of this year. I know that together we're going to get there. And I was able to retire from my career a lot sooner than I ever expected to do. So as of June 24th, June 24th, 2016, I said bye-bye to my principal in a very cute, sweet way. I couldn't say you're fired, but I did say it very nicely. Bye-bye. I'm going to go be a present mom and a full-time Beachbody coach. So that's what New Leaders Conference did to me as a person, as a coach, as a mom, as a wife, everything. Imagine what it could do for you. You're going to come back from there with bigger goals. You're going to believe in yourself even more. You're going to believe in the company even more. And think of where you're going to be a year from now. The sky is the limit. Forget the sky. There's no limit to this. So that's my tip of how to get to New Leaders Conference, why to get there, what it can do. And I don't know if that was enough or not. Anyone have any questions? Christina, any suggestions of what else I should say?
No, I'm just so unbelievably proud of you. You're someone that has taken this opportunity and made it work for you. You've really have been extremely coachable. Everything that, you stay in constant communication with me. You ask questions, you learn. I give you tough love. You go, you do, you don't stop. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, the sky's the limit, right? In this opportunity, the sky's the limit. And it begins to take shape at these events. And that's why I wanted her to come on this call to share that, because you don't wake up one day and retire. You know what I mean? It's all a culmination of these investments in your business and in your life that little by little by little compound one on top of the other, that get you to where you want to go, wherever it is that you wanted to go. My business, all those turning point moments happen at these events. And it wasn't just being at the event, although the events are absolutely incredible. And those of you that are going to Summit for the first time are going to be able to experience it on such a massive level. But it's just in those conversations with that coach that you stumble upon in the restroom, and you share like, oh, how'd you become a coach? And how did you become a coach? And then something happens, and it could be that silly, But you don't get those opportunities if you just sit home and not embrace that the events are put in place on purpose, right? Because they help you grow as a coach, as a person, and as a leader. So it really is, it's a call to action tonight. Besides the Team Cup and getting ready for Summit, I mean, we have to have a bigger vision, and that bigger vision has to include the New Leader Conference. You know, do you know what the qualifications are for that conference? Have you looked it up? Are you preparing yourself for that? Because in a year from now, if you just in 6 months from now, if you decide that's my goal and you get to work right now, I mean, just think of all the progress you can make in your business in the next 6 months, that had you not just taken the opportunity to figure it out and go after something, you wouldn't have made. So I brought Arlyn to prove a point on this call that it takes work, it takes heart, it takes dedication, it sure as hell takes a lot of hustle, but that this opportunity is really open to anyone that's willing to put the work in, right? And not make excuses. I just got off a team call where, you know, what I got to talk about were all the ups and downs in this business, just like any other business. But it seems like when you become a Beachbody coach, maybe it's because the way it's portrayed on social media that you might have this misconception that it's all rainbows and butterflies and sunflowers. And it's not. It is a business, and there's ups and downs in this business. And what separates the people that make it and the people that make excuses and not make it is that you value your worth on the times when the business is hard and you fail and you don't hit success level. And then you say, well, then I suck. I must not be cut out for this. Absolutely not. Value your worth and your dedication and contribution to this business on the amount of lives that you change and on the amount of impact that you make. There will always be ups and downs. There will always be people that come and go. There will always be times of harvest and times of drought. That is a given that will not change with anything that we do. It is just the nature of the beast. It is those that can say, I'm gonna keep working, because the only thing that I can control is myself and my actions and my ability to reach more people. And if recruiting is your struggle, then figure it out. If Success Club is your struggle, figure it out. It is a skill, and any skill can be learned. If right now you set your mind to learn how to play the piano and you practice every single day, you will learn to play the piano. But if you ignore the piano and you don't sit down at the piano and you say, no piano, I don't want to play you today, then you will not learn how to play the piano. Sit at the freaking piano and play the damn piano. And if you learn how to recruit and you get better at it and you freaking try every single day and you say, okay, that didn't work, let me try this, and let me do a business hub, and let me do a sneak peek, and hey, Christina's doing a sneak peek, maybe I can add my people there, and you keep trying, trust me, it is a skill that is developed, just like hitting Success Club. I say it all the time. I have my Rockstar Success Club earners that it doesn't matter if it's the last day of the month and they're at SC0, they just get it done. Why don't other people do it? Why? Because instead of saying, I'm just going to get it done and be relentless, they say, I failed this month. Let's try again next month. Hell no. Play the damn piano. Sit down and play and figure it out, because this business consistently and persistently over time can change your life on every level, just like it has Arlyn, because she decided to play the freaking piano. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So I swear to God, it's like the preacher in me has come out. So I'm going to close with that. I wanted to make this call short and sweet, hit the nail on the head, get to the NLC, stop being fudgy with your goals and just go after it. There's plenty of time right now to get to the NLC and to change your business in 2017. Yes, we are already looking at 2017 because that's what business owners do. So you guys, let's get out there. Let's have a great launch of Country Heat. start the work now. Pump your teams up for Country Heat. If you did not listen to our call with Autumn, please dig it up in my YouTube channel or Becky's YouTube channel and watch that call. Country Heat is for everybody, and it really is going to be a great program for our team because we love Autumn, right? We love Autumn. All right, so you guys have a great night. Get out there, hit Successful Before Summit, prep for Country Heat, and register for the Team Cup. Thank you, Arlyn, for sharing. That was wonderful. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.